it's a good segue to kind of these three core examples for how brands can use it. I mentioned the first about how you can really remove those inefficiencies and get a really pure demand signal from the end consumer on exactly where your product needs to be in the network. I think the one in the middle and the one on the right aren't as intuitive, but equally, if not more important. So on secondary displays, this is actually something General Mills and our retail force has done with success at multiple market retailers, where we take this type of data and we go at the store level to the store manager and say, did you know that these Instacart shoppers in your store were having problems with consistency finding this specific product when we run it on promotion via an Instacart or a Shipt? And inherently, you can sell in a second display in most cases like that, because the store manager doesn't want to be bothered by a bunch of shoppers not being able to find the product. They appreciate that there's that secondary stock location that reduces the odds that the shelf will come out of stock. And certainly it saves them time not talking to every shopper running through their store. So an example of how you can kind of get ahead of problems once you start to see what's happening in the market with this data. The last one is, I'm talking about kind of that second instance of what the demand signal or the not found signal can offer of. They went and tried to find it in store. It was on shelf, but they had a lot of trouble locating it in the aisle it was in or in the section of the shelf it was in. I think Instacart makes a great point at the bottom of this slide of, hey, if our shoppers who are in the store every day are having trouble finding it, the consumers in that store are going to have a ton of trouble finding it as well. And it's an opportunity to take that learning and go back and say, do we even have this product placed in the right aisle, in the right category? Is it in the right location on shelf? Or even, do we have the packaging wrong and it's not popping, or the e-commerce content isn't well suited to match to the package the shopper is looking for on the shelf? I think the point I want to land with all of these examples, and something I've become very passionate about in my time working on e-commerce, is by enriching your behavior and your supply chain with this data. In every case we just talked through, it's not just going to make your e-commerce business stronger, it's also going to improve your overall omni-channel business, both in-store and online. And I think that's super important, right? Because all industry estimates would say, give or take, e-com could be 30% of the path to purchase, and that once this dust kind of settles, 70% still going to be in store. So you need to use this data to enrich both the sides of the omni-channel, not just e-commerce.